Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Chopping It Up Official. We are here from the app to the trap. It's your boy Ferris.
And it is Chartel. Hey.
And it's crazy because Chartel is no longer in the studio because she is now a new homeowner. She's out there in Georgia. So congrats to her, making big adult moves, Black woman magic. I see you.
I'm trying this thing. I'm just floating through the lazy river. I'm I guess this is the next part of adulthood. We'll give it a shot.
Right, right. No, that's what's up, though. That's what's up. I'm gonna come down there and crash your house.
Yes. Look, you just need to give me a date, and we are good. So yes. I also want to introduce our special guest. This is Coco.
She looks like she's trying to jump the hell out of there.
Yeah, she doesn't know if she wants to be up or down. So she is. I guess we'll mostly see her body and stuff, but yes, she will be in and around. So. And
then so for listeners who aren't seeing the audio or aren't seeing the visual piece of it, so Chartel's on Zoom, and then so she has her dog on her lap right now,
yes,
her little baby. But so for Blase, what's on your mind, Chartel? What are we gonna talk about?
Oh, guys, if you haven't heard about Lil Nas X's new video, shame on you. Come from under a rock. Glad y'all are tuned into us because we'll keep y'all up to date with the pop culture. He has this new video out. What's it called? It's not called Prison Baby. It's called something else.
It's called Industry Baby.
Industry Baby. And I'll be honest, we've talked about his other video.
Montero.
With the devil sex twerking and stuff.
Yep, Montero.
This video, Industry Baby, is, in my opinion, just really raunchy. It's a bunch of men dancing naked and twerking, and they're in prison. And I think for me, I'm just but I think I'm also kind of not so I don't know, maybe I'm a little prudish, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I couldn't even listen to the words because I was so overstimulated by all of the visuals.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. The song itself, I think the song itself is dope. I'm not gonna lie. It's who don't know what it is. So it's called Industry Baby by Lil Nas X featuring Jack Harlow. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I feel like lyrically, it's really dope. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm torn when you see the video because it's yes, like you said, they're in prison. There's a shower scene where it's 8 other men naked. It doesn't matter. It could be a female artist with naked women, right? But it's a lot of children have followed him from Old Town Road, then to Montero, and now to this song, and children are watching this video. And I feel like every time I say this, I feel like I'm sounding old school or old as hell. But it's there are some things that you kind of got to take into account or take accountability for when you're doing, when you're putting out your music, you're putting out this imagery and whatnot. That's how I look at it. But all in all, like I said, dope ass song. I do like the song.
Maybe I'll have to listen to the song with audio and not the visual because I got overstimulated. I was just I don't even know what he's saying because there are dicks flying everywhere. Which I think I'm just maybe just a little prudish. I was this just feels too much for me. And I couldn't imagine being a kid home waiting on my caregiver to get there. And I'm watching this video and all the things. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just listen to the song. Because I think Montero is a good song. But
again, that was a good song too.
Yeah.
And I also feel there's certain things that I feel just in general, hip hop and music, just music genres have always tried to have kind of glorified shit that shouldn't be glorified. Yeah. And now you got the prison life. Now, they're out there, you twerking, dancing in showers and this and that. And it's come on, man. There's certain things that should not be glorified.
That's
and
true.
So that's kind of how I look at it. Oh, go ahead.
No, I hear you, but I was going to say now in prison, they got access to computers. They be doing TikTok.
Right.
They be living.
Hey, we paying for it, right?
I mean, that's what they say, child. So, I mean, I don't have TikTok, so I'm happy for them, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It just makes me think about being a parent to a kid, like in this day and age, and just how there's so much going on and I can't like keep up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wild. That's wild to me. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, young black man out there getting that money, you know, I hope he, you know, I wish him money, wish him success. But at the same time, it's kind of just think about the stuff that you're kind of putting out to everyone, you know, to the masses.
It makes me think like about a lot of things. So with Lil Nas X specifically, I heard that someone, I don't know what company or whatever, but wanted him to like be the spokesperson for like HIV/AIDS and like how important it is for like people to get tested. And some people were like, didn't like that because when he kissed that guy at was it BET Awards? It had to have been, where he was performing and then kissed one of his dancers. Okay. And so apparently he was reached out to be on a campaign about speaking out about HIV and AIDS and how it's important to get tested, this and that. And I think some people didn't like that because I think they felt like it was kind of making him the spokesperson just because he kissed the dudes, like exploitative, I think is where I'm trying to get. I think people felt that was exploiting him when he was just being authentic. Oh, but you kissed a dude, so now do all these things, right? When it was like, I didn't ask for this. I was just doing a performance and left it alone. I don't know how I feel about that, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it could have been that they were trying to exploit, you know, just take advantage of the situation because it was hot, it was popping. So they're like, oh, we're going to jump on this. Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, I can't think of another male rapper that is openly gay. And on top of that is actually comfortable with it and saying, hey, this is me. You know, so I respect that in a way. Yeah. You know, I respect it in a way. Like, I like that. Like, he is who he is. He's not sugarcoating shit. He's not toning it down. Hell, he's turning. That motherfucker's going to the moon with that shit.
Yes. No, I definitely appreciate that. He is like, this is my music, take it or leave it. Because it's true. I think there's a genre for everyone. There's a niche for everyone. So yeah, I appreciate that he is like remaining authentic to himself and also maybe isn't riding this train. So I don't know. I hope he's being authentic is what I want to say.
Not for real. And then it's funny because, I mean, I'm going to segue into something else because I was just thinking about, because the Olympics are going on right now. Have you been watching that shit?
I watched some of it. I only watched it when my dad was here. I don't watch it on my own because America's racist and whatever. So yes, I watched the swimming where, was it Katie Ledecky, whoever? Not whoever, but she won a silver, I think, for us. I think a white guy won something.
Seems like it's been a lot of silvers. Like, have we got any gold yet? Do you know, Michael? Have you been watching the Olympics?
Yeah, they get gold. Do you know who got the gold? Suni Lee from St. Paul in gymnastics.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, he won a gold.
I checked yesterday. We have 17 golds and then a bunch of silver. So this is as of last night. We had 46 medals. China had 47. Or no, we had 47. They had 46. So we had more medals, but they had like 21 golds and we had 17 golds. That's
17 gold is a lot, though.
Man, that's only because Simone Biles is didn't she get hurt or something like that?
No, she didn't get hurt. She stepped out.
Or stepped out. Well, that's what I'm saying though. If she would have been in competing, doing her thing, that would have been a gold right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, my shit that is like that I don't understand is that what is it, shot put? Or maybe not shot put. We know where they have the big ass ball and they spin around and throw it. Like, I'm like, man, that's wild seeing them people throw that damn ball that far.
There's a black woman from, I think the shot put is with the pole. I don't know what this is, but I know what you're talking about. I think there was a black woman from South Carolina that like made it to the Olympics. And she was like, I don't know if she had like, I don't know if those games have happened yet, but I remember she had like beat her own personal record and like it qualified her for the Olympics. It was like a big deal. I don't know her name, but I'm pretty sure she was from South Carolina.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Let's see.
do some Googling, but I remember seeing her and I was just like, yes, sis, get it. It was badass.
No, that's shot put. Yeah, shot put is what the.
Is that what it's
My bad. I'm Googling for people who are
no,
listening.
you Google it because, hey, we want our listeners to know we care about facts.
For the most part. Sometimes I just be talking shit. But so have you stepped out since you've been there? Since you've been in Georgia?
Let me tell you, I rolled up in Georgia with plans. So I arrived last Wednesday. I did arrive last Wednesday. Went to close on my house, so did that. And after that, my parents and I, my sister went to dinner and stuff like that. The next day was Thursday, and I had my co-president for the Black Girl Social Club Decatur chapter in Responsible. Hey, sis. She invited me to a showcase with local rappers / just local musicians, right? I'll have to get you the name, Artisans Bar. It was at Artisans Bar to see her sister at 2K Sensei. I'll put the links and the drops in the comment section or the description for this episode. But yeah, and it was dope as fuck. It was dope as fuck. It's so weird because I'm not used to, I don't know anything about like underground artists or anything like that, but I knew I had to step my music game up when I moved back. And so when she invited me, I was like, fuck yeah, that sounds amazing. And yeah, so her sister's bomb. There's this other artist there at Heem Luciano. I'll again drop his info too. He's bomb as fuck. He opened the showcase. And it was so funny because when he started his song, he was like, "These for all these bitches out here, come on, bitches." And man, we looked at like, that's not for us. What? And so, but then he got through the song, and we were like, maybe it is for us. So so it was like dope as fuck. The spot was cool. Shit. And it felt really good. So I did that. Friday we had a Black Girl Social Club event, and I did game night with my friends. Black Girl Social Club, we went to the Zoo Bar in Grant Park. That was fun as fuck. And then after that, so what? Saturday and today is Sunday. I've just been moving, hitting the stores, getting all my stuff. But yeah, it was funny because my dad was like, "Oh, you're not going to be able to socialize in Atlanta like you did in Minnesota." And I was like, "Who do you think I am?"
Right. You probably gonna have more friends out there, shit.
Right, I'm telling you. So yeah, so it's been dope. So yeah, that's what I've done. Hell, since even before I moved into the house, I had plans before I moved into the house.
So, like, how far is? Because I know Atlanta is very spread out.
Yeah.
So how far is it from? Like, did you drive there or did you Uber? It was like a quick little.
I met Amber at her place, and then she drove us because the venue's in the city.
Okay.
And city is not a thing, so it's always best to go either to Lyft or Uber or to go in one car. And so since she invited me, she said I could meet her at her house and we could carpool. But yeah, I'm about 25 minutes outside of the city. So so not like too bad, but also not like a
kind of like a Burnsville
quick thing. Exactly like Burnsville. But I already knew I would be driving when I moved back. Because when I lived here, you just drive in Georgia,
Facts.
Down the street. I mean, I think I was 8 miles from somewhere and it was 25 minutes. So I just already had that in my mind that I was just going to be driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come down there.
Yeah.
Like I said,
it's been
Labor Day.
You clown me a lot for going to Exchange every Friday. So I had been checking out venues and stuff and so I have plans, right? There's this venue, I think it's called Republic, and they host a Friday night event that's literally similar to R&B and chill. I can't wait to check it out.
Okay.
I can't wait. It's free entry. I don't know I'm sure they have drink specials. I don't think it's as good as Exchange, but it made me think, I was like, that's funny as fuck because I needed a thing to do on Friday, and I think I found a literal similar thing to Exchange, but here in Atlanta. So I'm going to try to hit that up on Friday. That sounds dope as fuck.
No, that really does. That really does, because, like I said, you need to have a lineup for me when I get out there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to check all these places out so I can be like, all right, parents, let's roll. Let's do it. But yeah, so that's on my list to try out this Friday.
Okay. sure there's gonna be a lot of stories.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, you're gonna meet a lot of unremarkable men out there.
Hilarious. I don't know. I don't know. It's different. And so it was so funny because on Friday, yes, when I went to the artisans bar, I had like a lag of time in between my events. So I went to Taco Mac. And long story short, met a
Wait, you went where?
What?
You went where?
Oh, it's a bar called Taco Mac.
Mm.
And Taco Mac is dope because they just have a lineup of craft beers. You know, I like my craft beer. I'm drinking an IPA right now. It's called Taco Mac. It's a big chain here.
They're not sponsoring us, but they should.
Yeah. So I went there in between my events. And as soon as I walked in, I asked, you know, they were like random seats at the bar. So I asked this one guy if I could sit next to him, you know, because COVID.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah. Down and he greeted me, was like, hey, how are you? Chatted me up at the bar and then ended up buying my shot. So which is really nice though. It was really engaging, not afraid to talk. And that felt really nice because in Minnesota, I didn't get that. It just we've talked about this before. People have their pods, right? So they're
cliques
out alone. And B, if they are out alone, they're not trying to talk or meet new people. So that was really refreshing to have him chat me up and you know, offer to buy me a shot. And I was, oh, that's okay. No big deal. I can do it. He was like, it's a shot. It's not a big deal. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to meet more people here.
So people who are outside of the Midwest is very cliquey. And I don't think it's in a malicious way, right? But it's just a lot of the people here and I'm, whether it's Minneapolis, Chicago, Kansas City, St. Louis, it doesn't matter. You've known your core group of friends for, I'll just say, at least 5 years or more. I mean, me, I've known my closest 5 friends. The shortest relationship is 15 years.
That's crazy.
One of my closest friends I've known, I'm 33. I've known since I was 4.
I am not 33. That's crazy.
Shut up. You're over here trying to hide your age. Anyway, but yes, so that's what I'm saying. So I get it because when I was out in California, when I went down to school in Georgia, you know, it's not unheard of to have, you know, just to keep meeting new people and bringing people into your circle, opposed to here where people are just kind of they'll be nice, they'll talk to you all night and then just poof, they're gone. Amber here that'd be on the podcast. Amber Turner, she'd be like, hey, they call me the Flash. Then you're just out. You don't get any contact information. There's just nothing. That's just the end of the night. And you're like, damn, I thought we were going to hang out again or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. And I struggled with that. So it's just refreshing to literally have my first night in the city be engaging and kind. Oh my gosh. And do you want to hear another story?
Yeah, go ahead. Of course.
So, oh my gosh, I had to just shout out my friends Lauren X, Lauren Peters, Dwayne, Stephanie. Those are my core group of friends, and they showed up for sis. Stephanie drove that U-Haul to my house, unloaded it. I am not a good mover. I hate it. Stephanie and X unloaded the truck, and X was hung over even. But in my neighborhood, there's a community officer who patrols the place, keeps it safe, right? And he usually parks in front of my house. I think that's just his post. So, you know, when I moved in, he, you know, introduced himself hey, did you buy the place? This and that, you know, I'm so-and-so. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm coming over to introduce myself. I need to know who's up in here. Right. And so then my friends came over later to help me move the stuff out of the truck. And my friend Stephanie was like, do you think he would help us move? I was like, I don't know, girl. You know how these security guards are and HOA. I don't know, but you can ask, girl. You can ask.
All right.
She got to ask him, and he says, of course. So he literally moved the rest of my stuff inside my house because X was hungover. I wasn't doing shit, and Stephanie was like, "I'll help if I need to," but I drove the truck and nobody else helping. So yeah, so Sergeant Woods is his name. He helped and
Hey, shout out to Sergeant Woods. But the funny thing,
right, shout out.
Hopefully you don't see that on your HOA bill though. Add into your dues.
That's so interesting because when I saw him again today, I was like, hey, I just want to like say I'm really appreciative again of like you helping me because I wasn't doing nothing. Like, do you have a favorite drink or could I take you out something like so I can show my appreciation? He was like, nah, you're good. Like, it's okay. Fine. So I was just like, thank you. But maybe he didn't accept a gift because he was going to charge me. We'll see. Stay tuned, listeners. I'll let you know.
Next episode, she's like, this motherfucker done ran up my HOA bill.
The whole like U-Haul fee. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll let you. But yeah, so I thought that was really dope too, because I don't think he didn't have to do that. He could have literally been like, no.
So you were just over there supervising the whole time, huh?
Literally, that's
telling people where to put shit.
This goes here. Put that there.
That's the worst.
That goes.
See,
that's what I'm really.
See, I can't stand people like you.
I know.
When you help them move, and it's literally just like if I'm coming to help, it's just me just moving shit around. That's my mom. My mom would be like, "Hey, put that over here. Do this, do that." I'm like, bro, like I didn't come to move every goddamn thing myself.
I wish I could be different, but I was. And then the person who loaded my truck, he loaded it himself too. I was not helpful. I was just like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to help in this capacity. So I'm very appreciative of the people that got my truck loaded and unloaded it.
Damn. So, I don't know.
Atlanta feels, I like the engagement, so it feels really good. But yeah, we're going to hit the town when you show up.
Man, I'm ready. I'm excited. Michael, you coming?
What, Atlanta?
Yeah.
Sure.
Perfect.
I love Atlanta.
Atlanta's dope, man. Atlanta just has this like vibe, like a good ass vibe.
Yeah.
And like, I'm trying to think where, like, probably not since you just got there, but did you ever go out to Virginia Highlands or would you go to Virginia Highlands?
I grew up in like Metro Atlanta. Fuck yeah. I love Virginia Highlands.
Yeah, that's my spot.
I'm poor.
There's this place called Dark Horse Tavern. Shout out to Dark Horse Tavern.
That place.
Yes. That's my spot. Anyone in Georgia, if you see me out there, I'm gonna be out there Labor Day.
Yeah.
Give me a drink. Give me a shot. Shit.
Yeah. Or buy several. We out in these streets. We outside.
Man, for real.
Yes. No, I love it. Yes, Coco's back. She just it's social. So yeah. The girls love it. They just keep walking around. I have hardwood, or they're probably laminate, but
we've heard
floor everywhere except the rooms. So I just hear these little nails just clicking all the time.
Yeah, we've heard. We've definitely heard.
Yeah. Single momming it out here. We just gotta like deal and survive.
Man, so okay, so you moved to Atlanta.
Yep.
We touched on Lil Nas X. Man.
Yeah.
What else is on your mind?
I just want to think about like how hard it is to parent in this day and age because my co-president Amber, she had like, asked around to some people like because she has a daughter like preteen, and she's like, how old like is too young to leave your kids? Like at what age are y'all leaving y'all's kids alone basically? Got like varying answers like, girl, leave that baby alone. So I think our daughter's preteen. Leave that baby alone. She'll be all right. She'll learn this and that. And then some people were like, don't leave that child alone. So it just makes me think about like I mentioned earlier, like growing up, I had a sister. But yeah, it was us kind of alone for at least a few hours between like our parents, like shifts and stuff. Oh, yeah. And that's what we try to have people over or watch like BET or stuff we should have been watching. So I think about the stuff now, like thinking about that Lil Nas X video. And if you are like, if kids have access to that without like parental intervention or guidance, right? Because I think it's different if you're watching it and you have a caregiver there and they're like, oh yeah, let's talk about this. What do you see? What is this, right? Compared to you're just watching it yourself. No one knows. And then you go out like, and I don't know, with that information, try to implement. I don't know. But I just think about how hard it is to parent now. Like you literally, I think kids have so much access to stuff. And someone mentioned like parental controls or something. I'd be like, I'd be to lock myself out trying to set up a parental control on a damn TV.
Right. But no, I mean, speaking of that, that's crazy because, I feel like, so I had an older brother. I have an older brother. Why didn't I say have? Look. I have an older brother. He's been on here before, Lamar. He's a fucking trip. He's 8 years older than me. And so at 10, like he's already out the house. You know what I mean? And like my dad, you know, he has a full-time job. He owns a business. My mom, she's, you know, I think she was RN at that time or OBGYN. But anyway, so like my parents didn't get home until like at least 6. I'm getting home at 3, at 10.
Yeah.
But I just knew because just the way that I was raised, you know, I see my brother, watch how he carried himself in the house. And so like, I ain't doing shit to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew what I could and could not do. 9 times out of 10, I was probably just over at one of my friends' houses, you know, because obviously their parents are home or, you know, or we're out in the streets just playing, having fun. But I feel like some parents nowadays are like super like overprotective and like don't even allow their kids out or like, I don't know. So I guess that is. So what are the ages that you heard like when you guys were talking? Because like me, I think I remember being left home alone at like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think that's what some of the other parents were saying. Like 8 or 9 is fine. Girl, leave that child alone. She'll learn. But then some parents were like, literally never leave her alone because sex trafficking is real. So yeah, most of those. But I think there are parents that are like, you know, leaving their kiddos home as early as 8, whether it's like circumstance, right? Like I have to leave you home to work or whatever. Oh, excuse me.
COVID.
Or if it's just like, they're okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
Need a little bit of drinky drink.
I hear that. No, that's funny though. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if and or when I have kids, like, I mean, obviously you're gonna know your child the best. You know what I mean? So you know, like, if and when they're mature enough to be home alone. Obviously, depending on your neighborhood, like typically it takes it takes a village to raise someone. Right. And so I feel like at the end of the day, like there's factors, but I mean, I feel like you should give your kids some credit. Like, damn, like they should be able to at least care for themselves, at least for a couple hours while they're just chilling, depending on the age, you know. You know, I feel like 10, 11, 12, like you got a grasp on shit. Like, you know, I came home, maybe some PB&J. I'm over here watching Pokemon, Power Rangers and shit. And then by that time, you know, the family's there. Or, you know, my mom's here, my dad's here. So
like getting home.
Yeah.
It's funny that's not funny, but when you mention like it takes a village, I think I think that's different. I think when you and I were kids and even our parents were kids, I think other adults had a say in like how other kids were raised, right? Like you knew Miss Joan was like watching down the street and could tell your mom stuff and mama would come for you, right?
Right.
Now, Miss Joan could be watching down the street, let your mom know, and mom is coming for Miss Joan. Which I think is impactful because, especially in Black culture, we did have those like other adults in our lives, right? Auntie this, uncle that, this and that had an impact in our upbringing, right? We always had a village watching over us. But now I feel like parents are like feeling some kind of way if someone like interjects, and not in like a rude way, like, oh, you need to like breastfeed that baby. How dare you? Da, da, da. I think even in the way of this, like, oh, hey, I noticed there were like some kids coming out of your house while you weren't home. Just wanted to let you know. I think parents are now coming for the other adults instead of being appreciative that someone else is like watching their kid.
Right.
Exactly. Yep.
I can see that. And I feel like a lot of people are like just kind of worried about I feel like a lot of people say like, oh, like, you know, like you said, sex trafficking, kidnapping, just all these various crimes are like up. And it's like, no, I just feel like it's just more visible now. Like there's more attention on it because I feel like this stuff is age old, just like police brutality and racism. This shit ain't new. This shit's been going on. It's going to continue to go on. Yes. I mean, I hope not, but probability is telling you that it's going to continue. And so I just think there's more visibility on it right now. And so I feel like as long as you are raising someone who, you know, understands that, hey, like, once again, you shouldn't be talking to strangers. Say no to this. You know, just be aware of your surroundings, be self-aware and be mindful. Like, I think you should be good for the most part. There are some weirdos, there are off chances, or there are like certain circumstances that could lead to, like, I guess, I don't know, some sort of crime or something unfortunate. But at the end of the day, like I've been saying, like, I feel like these, I don't know, I feel like just people act like kids right now are just like they need to be like coddled and
right.
You know what I mean?
They don't know.
Yeah, like they don't know anything. Exactly.
And it's like, no, like, I mean, yes, like you said, there are like definite weirdos and stuff out there, but there have always been like weirdos and pedophiles and sex traffickers and stuff. And yeah, if you have a village around you that you trust and you teach your kid basic safety awareness skills, I think that goes a lot farther than people think. And I think kids need a lot more credit than they're given. Yes, they're kids, but they also aren't dumb.
Especially like, man, I see kids right now, 6, 7, 8, got iPhones, iPads, know how to use a computer. Like, think like we are, like you and I think Michael as well, like we're in the age range where like we lived without the internet as we know it now, right? We lived without cell phones as we know now.
Yep.
And then we came into it. So now we know we can show our parents how to use this and that. We can show other people, I guess, elderly individuals who don't know how to use certain, some technology. But at the end of the day, it's like these kids nowadays are born into this shit. Like, they don't know what a VHS is. They don't know what CDs are. They don't know what life without a cell phone is. The crazy thing is, all right, so if you were going to mime a phone call, right?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So you know what miming is, right?
No.
You don't know what a mime is? You know what miming is. Okay, like, so you know mimes that be on the fucking wall and shit, like doing all like, So
a call.
Yeah. Okay, so showing a call, like me, this is like, to me, I'm on the phone right now, right?
Oh, you're being a mime.
Yeah, like miming a call.
Okay.
So for visual or for the audio listeners, like I'm holding a phone up to my head, which I think a phone looks like this visually, right? Kids nowadays, this is a phone.
Yeah, it's just a hand.
Because it's an iPhone. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know, like, hanging up a phone and shit. That's wild to me. Like, or even, I guess if you go even further back, like with cars nowadays, you know, like, hey, I'm gonna roll my window down. Like, I still be like, hey, roll your window down. If I'm rolling next to someone, like, hey, I want to talk to you. Roll your window down. This gesture right here, right? You know, people are like kids nowadays are just like, no, you just push the button. Like, so.
Yeah. Hurts.
I don't know. I'm feeling old. Shit.
Then also not really, because these kids be missing out. But that makes me think maybe it's just a different kind of safety awareness for this group of kids than when we were kids. Because now you have to look out for like internet scammers and predators, and you have to like stress to kids that whoever is or the other side of the computer probably isn't who they say they are.
Right. Man, you based on your conversations, Chartel and Amber, I think just Chartel and Amber for the most part, like y'all be talking about y'all damn dating stories. Y'all be getting scammed online, shit. Y'all need to watch out for them internet scammers, shit. I think you're muted.
It's scammers out there. They buyers. You put whatever pictures you want online. Amber and I have just decided not to do it anymore. We're meeting people in real life now. It's stupid.
So before we actually started recording, you said that you were talking about you brought up a company that you would actually, a racist that you still rock with. What is that? I'm curious to know, because that's funny.
Racist company that I forgot to say this as the company that I wouldn't ever rock with.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Ooh.
Papa John's. I forgot about his racist ass.
Oh, yeah.
And that pizza's not even good.
I mean, the pizza is kind of fire.
I don't think that's true.
I was gonna say that garlic butter is fire. I'm indifferent with that, because there are a lot of other pizza places like me. So in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, like me, like I could fuck with a Broadway pizza. Broadway is fire. Broadway is amazing. That's thin crust. I go with the thin crust. So Broadway. I'm trying to think what else is in the cities. Well, it's crazy because Pizza Luce, yes. Giordano's just came up from Chicago. I like deep dish. I'm a deep dish guy. You like deep dish?
I'm not a deep dish fan.
What?
I don't know. It's too much. It's too much.
Oh,
it's too
okay.
much.
Well, yeah. So toppers. You ever had toppers?
I have had toppers.
Okay,
yeah,
so
toppers is good.
like I'm saying, so yes, there are alternatives that I would go with. I would honestly probably choose over Papa John's.
For sure.
But Papa John's isn't like trash, but he as a person, I don't even know his real name. I know it ain't Papa John, but
Papa.
But yeah, so I think
yeah. So I thought about
is Papa John's is one that you're good on.
I'm good on. I won't do it. She said Papa John's. I was like, no. And I will say though, I ate it because she ordered it and I wasn't paying for it. But I will never order Papa John's.
Oh shit. Okay.
I mean, but whatever.
Damn, I'm gonna think of another place that is kind of like that where I will never frequent.
Yeah, Papa John's and Hobby Lobby for me. And Hobby Lobby just because.
Well, there's no Michael's down there. There's no Michael's down there, is there? So now you have to go because I'm telling you, Hobby Lobby gonna hook your house up. That shit gonna be fly.
Hobby is like okay being racist and Christian zealots, and I'm not okay with that. I think Michael's, they're just more sporadic out here. They're more spread out. Not sporadic. They're more spread out. So I think I'll just have to look for one. But you know where I'm going to go before all of that? Home Goods. That's where I was at earlier today.
It's TJ Maxx, right? Or
yeah, TJ Home Goods. So that's where I was earlier. Yeah. So I'll go there before anything. But I will find a Michael's to not go to Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
But yeah, and I think I'm not even a crafter like that. So it's not like I need to go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I'll go to Target before. I'll go to Target too. I bought fake plants from there today.
Man, I love Target, but Target be expensive as hell though.
You gotta get that Target Circle app. I saved $20 there today.
But you spent $500.
That doesn't matter, but I saved that 20. So that's what you have to do. My dad, so where they live, it was the South. I think there's more Walmarts than Target compared to like up in the Midwest where Target's headquarters is. There's more there. So he's just been waiting for me to like have to go to Walmart now because I don't even know the last time before I moved back. I don't even know the last time I went to a Walmart. Right. So I had to go to one, just like one right down the street from my house. I needed like some stuff and I didn't want to drive to Target. And I was just like, it was awful. Like all the lines were long. People were like in the express lane with 50 items. It was terrible. I was like, Target would never. So now I'm just like, I think the Target is like 10 to 15 minutes the other way. So now I'm just going to like gear up to go there because Walmart ain't it.
Man, so I got two questions for you. So
I'm
since
ready.
you've moved there, so since you've moved back to Georgia, one, have you told people that you're from Minnesota, or not from Minnesota, that you lived in Minnesota? What do they say? The second,
that guy at Taco Mac, I told him. And it really what I get is a surprise look because Minnesota. And then the next question is like, what brought you there and why are you back? That's typically how it goes.
Okay.
But it's so interesting because when I lived in Minnesota, of course, I told people I was from Georgia, right?
Yep.
But then when I come to visit Georgia, I would tell people I was from Minnesota. And I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I literally have no idea why I did that, but I did. But no, now being back this time, I tell people I'm from Georgia, but I recently moved back from Minnesota. So I guess I've come to like a what?
Right.
Why'd you go?
Right. Yeah, I think you kind of cut out there for a second.
Oh, whoopsie. What didn't you hear?
Well, you said that you told people now that you say that you're recently from Minnesota or, moved back from Minnesota. And I think that's where it kind of cut right there.
Okay.
But
no, I just tell people now, like when I'm back, I tell them I'm from Georgia, but I'm recently back from Minnesota. So I've kind of just like married all of the two places I've lived.
And then I haven't been down there in years. Is Kroger the not upscale, but like the nicer grocery store? Publix is?
Yes. Publix is like the Lunds. Publix is Lunds. Kroger is like, I would say Kroger is like Target grocery. And Ingles is like Cub. And you can't even really find like Ingles around.
Gotcha. No,
I only go to Publix when they have BOGO because ain't nobody trying to pay $4 for cookies when they're $2.99 at Target.
Do they have Ralph's down there?
Ross?
Ralph's.
Nope.
Okay. That might just be West Coast.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
No.
So seeing that you moved. Go ahead. Sorry.
Publix. That's it. And Target grocery. But now that I'm back, I'll be going to Kroger. Kroger Plus card.
So, quick question. So now that we're kind of getting it towards the end, what's got you exhausted, Ms. Chartel?
Oh, Ferris. I think moving has me exhausted because, well, you knew this, but I'll tell our listeners. My dad and I, Chuck, you're the MVP. Chuck gave me money to buy this house.
Shout out, Chuck.
And drove me from Minnesota to Georgia. So, Chuck, you the MVP. And you know who is, oh my gosh, this is a whole story. This moving thing has me exhausted, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought my dad a plane ticket. We usually do Delta, but Chuck wanted to save $150. So we went to American Airlines. American Airlines canceled both flights the day before he was supposed to come and the day of his arrival.
Okay.
So I called to get it fixed. The lady was so nice on the phone. I want to say that she was very nice and accommodating. Found us a nonstop Delta flight that got him to Minnesota at 2:30. So my dad, I picked him up from the airport. We go to my apartment and we haul ass, like, because it's a 13-hour drive from my house to theirs. That was our pit stop before Georgia. So we literally drive all night. Like we drove all. We got to their house probably 6 a.m. No, 6:15 a.m. I remember it's at 15 minutes to shower and do my life. And then we drove to Georgia, which is about 5.5 hours from their house to where my closing was. So we drove the day of my closing to Georgia. 18 hours total. And we were only at their house for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So we had enough time to blink and throw water on our face. And my dad drove the U-Haul this whole time. Get to Georgia, did the closing. I had to board the girls. Like I'm driving all over, but we did it, right? And then we, he got me a hotel because I didn't move in right away. I had like a few days lag.
Yeah.
So yeah, doing that, then having to find people to drive the U-Haul. So again, thank you, Stephanie, for stepping up. I appreciate that. So she drove the U-Haul. My other friends came to help me move. I just unpacked all my stuff to put the boxes in the dumpster. Mm-hmm. So I just got stuff on the floor that I'm going to put away. So yeah, that has me exhausted. And then I was socializing in between. So I didn't sleep well last night because it was my first time in the house. The ice maker was making too much noise, and then the house noises. So I thought every sound was a robber. So I didn't sleep well last night.
You get you a conceal and carry
from the move. But happy to be in the house. Happy to be all done with the cross country moves. Mm-hmm. So that is what has me exhausted.
Okay.
And men, of course, that can be another episode.
Well, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
I would say for me, honestly, I think you left right in, I think you left right before the fucking heat wave because it's been hot as hell.
I heard.
I mean, it's been gorgeous now. I think today it's only supposed to be 70 something. But that mixed with the smoke in the air, because so Minnesota obviously borders Canada. There's been these crazy Canada fires.
Oh no.
And so it's been looking like LA, smogged out, but it's just smoke. Beautiful sunsets. But I feel man, it's kicking up my allergies.
Oh no.
It's been hot. Thankfully it's not anymore. But I feel just all of that culminates into me kind of being exhausted. I'm ready for football. I'm ready for fall.
Yes.
I'm over summer. Always after my birthday, which is July 4th, cancer season, even though it's gone now. I'm always ready for I'm like, all right, bring the fall in, bring the football, bring that weather. You know, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I love fall too. And before we're all done, I just wanted to say I saw this meme that was like, we've been conditioned to think we actually like summer because it was because it coincided with like school breaks and summer breaks and stuff. But actually, summer is the fucking worst.
Man, for real.
And I felt that. I was like, that's actually really true because fall is my favorite season. And I was like, yeah, summer is the worst. But because we had like summer breaks, we were conditioned to think it actually was like our favorite season. And at least it's not mine. It's too damn hot.
And I feel like when I was young though, like, man, summer used to it would be a blink and that shit was gone. I'm like, man, it's still hot as shit. It's only August 1st.
Yes.
Fuck.
And they were like the top of summer.
Right.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah. But,
all right,
man, that was a hell of an episode right there, man.
You did it. Parents, watch your kids because there's a bunch of stuff on TV.
Man.
Talk to them.
Ultimately, like I said, that song is dope. I do like Lil Nas X.
I'm gonna listen to it without the video and see what I feel.
Yeah, listen to it. It's a dope ass track. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, y'all can catch us on Instagram, Facebook, Chopping Up Official. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I guess it's called, YouTube, and Pandora.
Yes, so make sure y'all tune in. We love having y'all.
Thank y'all for listening.
Yes, catch y'all next week. Bye.